Hello everybody on YouTube. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, if you guys can please subscribe to my page, kindly give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, and I really appreciate your guys' love and support. Now, tonight's video is called Bogota, Colombia, Things to Know and Things to Be Aware of. Now, the reason I felt it was so important to touch this subject was for the simple fact that I've been seeing these last couple of years the news, okay, from 2015 to the current date of 2018. Now, things have changed drastically, okay? Now, I'm giving you guys my own personal input, and on top of this, I'm giving you the input for my female friends in places like Medellin, Colombia, Pereira, Tuluá, Cali, Cucuta, and different departments of Colombia as well. Now, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that if you guys are going out there, it's very important that you guys be aware 24/7. You know what I mean? I know you're going to go out there, you're going to enjoy yourself. You got to be really, really aware of who surrounds you. And on top of this, a lot of incidents have been happening in Bogota, Colombia. Okay? Now, a couple of days ago, this doctor who was in La 85, which is La Zona Rosa, the most expensive part of Bogota. It was already late night. He was already, catching a taxi to go back home. And the taxi driver, drugged him with Scopolamine. Okay? They found him the next day. They had, his brother has putting up, messages saying that they were looking for the brother. And they were giving out their information, trying to find them. They found them then the next day. But what I'm trying to tell you that is that drugging people with scopolamina, it's a very common practice, not only in Colombia, but in different parts of the world. Okay, this happens in Brazil, in Argentina they call it burundanga, and places you could just imagine. Okay, now a guy, in Bogota, Colombia, put resistance, a Colombian resident, and they hit him on top of the head with a dagger, and part of the dagger stuck, inside the head, and they were able to take it out. The doctors in Bogota were able to take it out and save his life. But Bogota, my friends, is a very, very active city. It has more than 8 million residents, almost 9 million at that, and crime down there is on a rise. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you guys are still gonna have a good time down there. You guys are going to enjoy yourself. You have el Museo de Esmeraldas, el Museo de Oro. On top of that, you have La Zona Rosa, which is La 85. And on top of that, you have La Plaza de Bolívar, you have La Catedral, el Palacio de Justicia, you have malls, you have stadiums, and the city is innovating itself. On top of that, if you guys are interested in visiting brothels, you have La Santa Fe con Avenida con Caracas. That's the playground for adults. And on top of that, you have one of the most beautiful and most spectacular views of the city of Bogota and Colombia in general. Okay, like that mirador, we have a couple of them. We have the one in El Cristo Rey de Cali. We have the one in the Cerro Montserrat in Bogota, and we have 5 of them in Medellin. Okay, we have El Mirador de Las Palmas, El Mirador del Pueblito Paisa, El Mirador de Santa Elena, El Mirador de San Félix, and we have El Mirador de Picacho. El Picacho you can see over the whole city of Medellin. Okay, but back to Bogota. Bogota is a very interesting city, but it's a city that you have a lot of things going on, and there is constantly robberies and all kinds of things taking place. Now, I would recommend that if you guys do go out, you guys make friends, but always watch your drink. And if you're going to Bogota, I would recommend you maybe staying out there for 2 days and just moving on to the next city. Because I have to be honest, like this time that I went and 2 years ago, I didn't go to Bogota, due to certain things, that were happening, and hearing from all this other paisas. But yes, that is a must. It's a destination that you have to go to. Bogota has many things to offer you guys. I'm not trying to tell you guys to, oh, you know what, don't go. No, you can go. Just be on your P's and Q's. Now, you will either stay in La Candelaria, what's in the middle of Bogota, or you could stay in Chapinero Alto. Okay, these two areas are really, really good. Okay, now there's another part in Usaquén that's also really good, you know what I mean, in general. But I would recommend that you guys either stay in Chapinero Alto or stay in La Candelaria. Okay, now don't ever bring anybody up to your guys' room that you guys don't know. Okay, because there was this incident where this guy from Spain was partying with some guys in Colombia, and you know, I mean, he brought one of them up there and they drugged them, and I don't know what type of stuff they put in his drink, but the guy overdosed and he died. Okay, now the reason I tell you guys is, and I share this information with you guys, so that way you guys could know what type of things can happen if you guys do not watch your surroundings. Okay, now if you guys are going to go out and you know what I mean, it's nighttime and you guys, you know what I mean, don't want to be moving around a lot around the city, what I would recommend is that you guys buy something ahead of time, so that way, you know, when you guys get back to your place, you don't have to go out looking for stuff. You know what I mean, you're already taken care of. All you have to do is just go to your room, lock your door up, you know what I mean, listen to some nice little music, put on your little laptop, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, Skype with whoever you're gonna Skype with, and call it a night. You know what I mean, because you guys can't be, you know what I mean, going out there giving out papaya. Because I'm telling you this much, Bogota is a very interesting city, but you know what I mean, since crime is on the rise down there, there's a lot of stuff popping up. Like, you know what I mean, lately they've been getting on the Transmilenio bus, and what they'll do is like early morning or like an afternoon, they'll hop on and they'll rampack the Transmilenio, and they'll hop on there with shanks and they'll start robbing everybody that's on the bus. I'm telling you this because I'm watching the news and I have friends down there that tell me what's going on. So me, for the most part, I'm not trying to be paranoid. All I'm trying to do is bring awareness to the situation, so that way my subscribers, you know what I mean, are taken care of. Because you guys are not only my subscribers, but you guys are part of the family here. Okay, you guys are my second family, and I think that if anything is going down, you know what I mean, you guys should let me know, and I should let you go. You know what I mean? Let you know, so that way, you know what I mean, we're all good in the hood. You know what I mean? So if you guys are going out there to places like Bogota, cities like Cali, Colombia, cities like Medellin, Colombia, these three cities that I just mentioned, which is Bogota, Cali, and Medellin, they're beautiful cities, don't get me wrong, but all three cities have their good and have their bad. hmm Now, Medellin, you can be more freely, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, stuff like that can happen to them in Medellin, but for the most part, you don't really hear it in Medellin. It's always like places like Cali and places like Bogota. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say it can't ever happen in Medellin, because you know it could happen. It could just happen anywhere. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. It can happen in Pereira if you're not careful. So I'm telling you guys this so that way when you guys go out there, you guys can hit the block in full effect and enjoy your stay to the hand. You know what I mean? To the best and the full extent. So Medellin, Colombia, for the most part, you know what I mean, is another very beautiful city, and it has many, many things to offer you guys. Now, personally, I've never had any problems with the taxi drivers down there. The problem is in Bogota. You know what I mean? That's the problem in Bogota, because that is a really, really big city, and there's been a lot of scams going on. Another incident that I heard about not that long ago, that, you know what I mean, this Korean guy, you know what I mean, was, you know what I mean, giving fake money. You know what I mean? And you know what's messed up about it? That he leaves the country with a bad taste in his mouth. You know what I mean? And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing, because we want, you know what I mean, everybody to go down there and enjoy themselves. But things do happen. Like this other guy too that was charged, you know what I mean, a large amount of money. You know what I mean? He wanted to pay them in Colombian pesos, and the taxi driver told him that they weren't taking money, that they were just taking credit card. And, you know what I mean? He didn't feel nothing awkward, so he gave his card up. But the taxi driver charged him, okay, 11 times, but $211, okay? Now, this comes up to, in Colombian pesos, it comes up to 6,500,000, which is 6,500 pesos colombianos. Now, that is, I can honestly say, like, almost $2,000, you know, that he got him for. And I think that's really fucked up because, you know what I mean, these people go out there and, you know what I mean, they're going out there for a good adventure, and to have somebody fuck you out of your money that way, I mean, I think that leaves a real shitty taste in your mouth. So I'm just trying to tell you guys that if you guys feel anything out of the ordinary, if you feel somebody's trying to dick you around, I would recommend that you walk up to the nearest police officer and tell them the situation. Or, you know what I mean, just avoid taking taxis in Bogota. Take Uber. Get yourself an Uber. Fuck dealing with the taxi drivers out in Bogota. I'm telling you this much because I want you guys to have the best day ever. Okay? If you have any guys have any questions, any suggestions, please make sure to leave them on the video below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, if you guys can please help me, you know what I mean, reach my goal. We're trying to get this video up to 300 thumbs up. If you guys can please smash that thumbs up button, it would really help me. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, please make sure to leave them on the button below. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, if you guys can please subscribe to my page, kindly give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, and I really appreciate your guys' love and support. Good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.